I'm on flat, sure. I'm at magic, I'm at polish, let them go. Then it's right back to the when I'm low. Box never close and we wide open. Kicking flavor with me, neighbor, yeah, we local. Rap the bottom, cause the bottom where we come from. Me no pray for little paper, need a lump sum. Real spill, yeah, a recipe, yeah. Broke, real, little rich. Fall in love with her, she just wanna be in VIP with her. Don't blame me, oh, bitch, shame me.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to Madden 18 on EA Sports. Anticipation is mounting for today's game, and we've got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's the Rams going up against the Steelers.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, and Heinz Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Rams and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff him in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman. Getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, set the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. That time trying to find Gerald Everett, and it's third down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Throwing on third, gone. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Landry now on the return. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. First carry here for Todd Gurley. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
Hurry up, here we go.
And the wideout in motion. Off the play fake. Frost. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. From the gun, Frost. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. There he goes, left side. And he will bring it back. It's an interception. interception returned for a Rams touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Here's Jarvis Landry now on the return. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And the D looking like they may blitz. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he is knocked down from the side. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
Another carry now for Gurley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I've not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things down.
I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
All right, here we go.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
All right, here we go.
Gurley again here on first down. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for second down. Looking to throw on second down. Frost. Caught left side. It's Beckham. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Frost eluding the pressure right. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Back to throw. Frost. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more.
And he's going to go down again.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Kamara. And his first carry, he loses the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. Almost like it's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. And the first play will be a field goal try. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And Bailey missed it. No good. Wide to the right. And this score will stay right where it is.
It looked good when it left his foot, but he kind of sliced it a little bit, and he winds up missing it wide right.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
On second down, they'll try and run the counter. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. It appears they'll be a few inches short, so 9 yards on the gain officially, and it'll be third down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. On 1st and 10, Goff. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
On 2nd and 10, Goff. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That was very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So make some room next to Tom Dempsey on the NFL's all-time field goal distance leaderboard. That's going to go down officially as a 63-yarder.
Let's not forget about David Akers, Jason Elam, and Sebastian Janikowski, too. So now Matt Prater at 64 has got a little bit of company up near the top spot. That was one heck of a kick right there.
Let's go. Back to Philly. Here we go.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers that can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
Not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time, and now it's third down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Off play action. Frost. And this is going to be incomplete.
But no second guessing the call here. It was third and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. A 40-yard punt. No. Return, and the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Shift together here from the D-line. A handoff as they run the counter play. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Here's Goff now on 2nd down. And he rifles one incomplete.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
The Rams on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, here's Goff. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
Goff now looks to throw. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. And a long way to go for the offense here on 2nd down. Now a play fake, and it's gone. Escaping the pressure right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 3rd and 10. The slot man in motion right. Off the play fake. Frost. And Thomas has it. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. The Steelers send out their punter now. They'll boot it away from about his 35. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead. But a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. After the run, Goff going to throw. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here's Johnny Hekker now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And he will be able to recover this himself to prevent a wacky ending here, but that will be how this first half comes to an end. So we've come to halftime. It's the visiting Rams taking the lead to the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will get out of bounds. No worries there. Though that still goes as a touchback. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. From the pistol, it's Gurley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Steelers on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 11.
Let's go.
Off play action. Frost. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
They run the counter now on first down. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Okay, let's face it. Most of the offensive linemen in today's NFL, they're going to weigh over 300 pounds, but that doesn't mean they don't have agility. And the way that they can get out in front of a runner and create a space, sometimes it looks like they're going in one direction, and the runner uses his eyes to take him in another direction because it's been blocked so well. Love those misdirection or counter plays, and this one worked really well for a nice piece of yardage.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
Out of the gun, gone. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So put another 3 on the board, and all things considered, a good opening drive here to begin the 3rd quarter.
It sure was. I think as a head coach, you're happy to come out and put a little drive together, take the 3 points, and build on your lead.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
I'm laughing to myself because I could just hear in film session, but coach, I was throwing to Odell Beckham Jr. Of course I thought he was open.
They'd love to go deep downfield to him, though. Such a threat.
Yeah, a rare incompletion because most of the time we expect him to actually come up with the catch.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Now, they'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Flush to his right. And some room to roam now. And avoids the contact by sliding. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Rams add on to their lead. A shotgun snap for Goff. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. Off the play fake. Frost. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, Frost. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Sua Cravens with a pick. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it, because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. Now they'll run it on the toss. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. Touchdown, L.A. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And thanks to the interception, the Rams offense cashes in for 6. And that will bump the lead up to 26. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Back now in Pittsburgh. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. To throw on second down. Frost. Over the middle to Beckham. A good pick up there, 20 yards. Now the defense definitely showing blitz here.
Here we go now.
On first down, Frost. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the linebacker, Jared Davis. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now Goff on first down. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
And, partner, in a lot of short yardage situations, you'll see the linebackers step up into the gaps, what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, to make sure they take away all spaces, all creases. That one worked really well for them.
They only needed a yard, instead went backwards. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. Room to run inside the 40. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. 34 yards there and a 1st down.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a 1st down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Looking to throw. Frost. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Throwing again. Frost. And that one's going to be over everybody in the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Off the bootleg. Frost. Flushed out right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but, Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They had the double-digit lead at halftime, and they have continued to roll. They're hard to stop right now.
I think what we're seeing is an example of a team that has it figured out in this ball game. And whatever the adjustments are the defense has made, hasn't slowed them, hasn't phased them at all. They either anticipated them or they've been so far ahead that they just can't catch up.
Now it's just a search to add to the lead. Now a first down throw. Gone. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. Second and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still 4th down upcoming. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for L.A. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Now Landry. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this.
Here we go now.
On first down, it's Gurley. Nifty move. And now running right through it. Finding room at the 30. Nifty footwork at the 45. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 38 yards on the scamper there.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Back to throw. Frost. Now a desperation throw deep down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Read it well, and it's picked. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Goff going to throw it. He's going to air one out. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
On 3rd down, they'll try and pick it up with a counter. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.